Oh yeah!
Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2 with Cookie Pirate. Sorry about the delay to start doing the introduction. I started to talk and my mouth was dry, so I'm like, I need to drink a bit of water here. And, but yeah, so today we're gonna spend some time in the Viking Park. We're gonna jump around, maybe to a couple other parks. Probably check out some community content, some other roller coasters people have put together. And we're just gonna chill. So here we are. Last time we built this beautiful entrance that Raiden is not somebody that I know, but just somebody who plays the game had this beautiful entrance up on the workshop, and I decided to use it. Absolutely gorgeous. Way better than the nothing that I had before. And then we started kind of developing like a main street sort of area. We did a little bit of work with the railroad, and we've just kind of messed around with, I think, more kind of up here, just checking up on stuff. Oh, and as always, we kicked a few people out of the park for breaking stuff, for stealing things. This ride is... Oh, no. This one... What? What? How does it have a prestige of 5? Somebody needs to come fix this. That wasn't right. This was a... Last I checked, I think it was resurging. It may have become a classic. But somebody needs to... Is that bugged? Let me exit out of that park. Load back in and see kind of what happens. Alright, here we are back in. So the ride is still broken down. We have a mechanic en route. Yeah, that is, like, totally wrong. I don't understand. Not sure what's really going on with that. But that's definitely not right. Yo, I love planes. How are you, man? Good to see you. So let me just clear that, and then... Yeah, okay. Somebody got pickpocketed on the ride? What? Some needs not met. Yeah, well, yeah, hurry up, get the ride fixed so we can get these people on their way. Please, and thank you. Alright, just coming over to fix the ride. I'm super because I got a certificate to control ground at Charlotte. Oh, cool. Alright. I'm doing okay. Kind of late start to the weekend. I'm off today, and tomorrow, but I had to work yesterday evening, so kind of a late start to the weekend. I was actually thinking about going to Carowinds, but I decided to postpone it. Yeah, so something is totally off with this. That's not represented right. Almost seems like you're gonna need a resave or something like that to get that corrected. Look at the kiddie coaster. That's got a line. I'm surprised. And I'm keeping my eye. Well, there's somebody headed to it. Question is where. All the way over here. Let me give her a shortcut. Get to the ride. Come on up, please. You got off tomorrow from school, so I'm happy. Ah, yeah, that sounds good. Alright, let's get this ride back in operation. We'll see if that adjusts anything. If I have to replace this, rebuild it, I'm not going to be terribly happy. That was a real challenge last time. I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's kind of wonky. I really like that music. It kind of grew on me. What a beautiful view from over here, though. I have to eat dinner. I'll see if you're still streaming and pop in. See you. All right, yeah. Have a great dinner. We'll catch you later, man. Thanks, sir. All right, there we go. Back to normal. So it is a classic, and it's back up to the scenery's back up to over 50%. That's good. That's how it should be. So we're good there. I feel like we should do something more with this ride, like theming-wise or something like that. But we'll see. I didn't really have anything planned for a stream tonight. Figured I'd just kind of jump on and play around a little bit and kind of see what we were able to come up with. This is always really popular. Yeah, look at the line for this, though. Ha! This is surprisingly a very popular ride. Right back over here is where we started kind of making this main street kind of plaza area, so I think we should spruce that up a little bit more, but I'll come back to that in a little bit. Kind of once I think a little more of what I want to do kind of in this area. I feel like we could clean that path up. And what we'll probably end up doing is redesigning this area right here. Try to get it to run a little bit more streamlined through here. Because I really want to try to draw people to the back of the park. Make this more popular and this back here. We've got the Ferris wheel, which isn't really doing much. That's not a surprise. But these two coasters should be much more popular than they really are in practice. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. If it's weird pathing or just if there's more exciting stuff over here so people just really aren't curious to venture their way through. But I have a feeling the pathing might kind of have something to do with it. I don't know. We started this water park area, but there's really not many people using it. We've got, what, 3 people in the pool right now? And we've got, okay, there's 5, 6, yeah, 6 people using the sun chairs. And there's a few people at the deck. I figure we'll spend a little time at this park. We might go into another one here. I'd even considered starting something new, but I don't know. I may wait to do that. We've got a lot of land over here that we could utilize, and I actually think we're going to switch this ride out for the Viking-themed one. JP made this, and then he made a Viking one that I liked even better, and it's certainly much more suitable. Or well, I should say suited for this park. Given that we're doing the Viking theme. I think we want to try to clean this area up as well. Especially when we replace this coaster. Which I need to just go ahead and do, rather than delaying it. I think we could realistically change up some things with this dive coaster too. But I'm not totally sure. I'm curious. I haven't really looked. I know some people have made it, but I'm curious what pools are on the, That's a cool lazy river right there. There's a few really cool rides, too. I like this tropical resort bar. It's actually really nicely made. That's really cool if you wanted to do like a pirate themed, you know, they have a lighthouse that's made like a... The Helter Skelter's a type of slide. So there's some really cool stuff on here I think we could explore. Kind of give a little diversity to the areas of the park. Maybe a little more landscaping to kind of give a little terrain variation in some spots we could actually smooth this over to. Well, actually, that's a little bit awkward because of the water right there. So that's actually going to require a little work. We'll have to remove the water and smooth that out. We could do that real quick. Oh, Dale, what's going on, man? Park's looking extra crunchy. trying to think what we could do to... Well, I mean, there are small crowds of people, but I was expecting this would be more busy. Maybe a river rapids ride actually could be well suited over here, but think about that. Or even, perhaps a log flume, kind of working with the terrain and stuff. I feel like we could use a variety of water rides or something like that. Yeah, so this ride that JP had made. Definitely much more suitable for this park, so, oh my! That's a mega biohazard right there. That's gonna take a whole new team of janitors to clean up. Good lord. Ooh. They're gonna be working overtime to fix that. Yeah. There are actually some other spots where there's some litter and stuff like that, so we probably need to add a few trash cans and some benches. Does JP stand for just puking? Ah, no. Ooh. Alright. So let's actually, let's go in path extras here. Lot of litter over here. That'll need to be cleaned up. And let me just see. Other than that, it's not too bad. Well, there's a bit right there. So we'll need to see if we can get a janitor freed up somewhere. Looking for work. Well, she's across the park, but let's get somebody over here to help with some of that, try to get that cleaned up a bit better. Yeah, not a lot of people riding this, but that may change now that it is a classic reputation. That bonus to the appeal should help. And we got the gift shop down here too. We built that a while back. Not really turning much of a profit. We've got to get some... I think when the ridership for this ride goes up, then we're going to have more people coming through here. They'd be more inclined to buy something. So we just got to try to get more people to come out to this ride over here. Alright, well we got that all cleaned up, so that's a lot better. This coaster doesn't really have many people on it. That train's not even half full.
There, so.
That's right, we have another gift shop over here, a modular shop. Oh, and there's the wizard, entertainer. I forgot we had that. Well, there's a few more people in the pool now, and look at that, they're actually using the inflatables. I think the view of this would actually look a bit better if the railroad was a little bit higher up, but I don't know. Maybe not. Got this whole plot of land to do something with, and this over here too. We got a lot of room to work with. Let's get somebody over there to service that ride. Now look at how crowded this area is. A lot of people I think are going to the railroad, but you do have a good group of people that are actually going up this way to get to somewhere. Thinking, do we want to put any other shops or other facilities down or something like that. Let's go in and see what we have. So we've got the 4 restaurants. We've got a pretty good amount of food and drinks. Souvenir is always kind of the lowest. If you go to guests, you can... Well, it's better than it was. But it is still the lowest by a pretty considerable margin, so I think we probably need some additional, you know, shops or something like that. Where you can go is right there to look and see. It's very low on this side of the park. There's actually a fair bit of red and yellow throughout. It's a little better on this side. And right up there is where the other modular shop is. But really over here in particular, there's just not much for people to buy, so maybe we could do something. You know, right over here, perhaps. So tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in here and get the, whoops. Just clicked out of it by mistake. There we go. So we could put something like that, you know, right up here. Hey, Bromik, what's going on? I came up with the perfect name for the restaurant near the RMC coaster, Thor's 8. Oh! I'll show myself out. Nah, no worries. I like a good pun. That's actually pretty funny. Alright, so, we could do a hat fantastic. Oh, here is the rain. Joy. Ba-da-doo-da-bow-doo-wow. However it goes, I don't know. And then our other options here, we have the Just a Momento. We've got a few of those, I think. Let me go back in and look. Just a Memento. We don't need a Splash Emporium except by the pool. So maybe we could do, since we have 3 of these, we could do another balloon shop. There we go. So that'll kind of help over in this area. People to be able to buy stuff. Let's see. So the rain is gonna let up. And then -2 in the wind. Wow, it's winter. Cold day at the park for sure. My park looks extremely similar on that graph, and I've built 7 sovereign shops. Souvenir shops, I think. And it's still like that. Yeah, I don't know why the souvenir score is always so low. We can look and see if it's gone up at all. Probably not yet, because it's... Yeah. As my dad would say, funny looking. Ha! Oh. Interesting. Number of rides back here need to be serviced. Most of these are okay. Anyway, we can tell the red spots are areas, and it's probably because of power facilities. It's a little surprising that that tank's at that much. Just one. Interesting right back here. These are in the blue, but of course right around here is red. Red right there because of all the power facilities. And yeah, blue from the ride there. It's a little bland right back here, and I'm not exactly sure why. Wonder if it's just, it doesn't match or something. Of course, that sticks out, but... yeah, we gotta try to... something with the scenery. In particular, the power supplies and stuff like that. I think I'd like to do what I did in the tropical park, kind of have an isolated area with the solar panels and everything, and the different generators, and just be able to run them that way. So we'll have to look at how to do that. Good news is this is light rain, so I don't think people will get drenched. But we do see some people with umbrellas, which is a good sign. Oh, he's been waiting to run the hot dog shop after a certain time. Interesting. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So I'm looking for... an area kind of out of the way of everything. Maybe even like something up here. That's not too terribly removed. Just the only thing is if we wanted to build rides that go up there, I mean that wouldn't be too big of a deal. But you want all of this power stuff to be isolated from the main paths, because it really does detract the scenery a bit. Interesting. That's a weird artifact right there. I don't know. We just undo that. Alright, I think I'm gonna build something. This is an easy coaster, and It's pretty suitable. We want, yeah, giant inverted return, which is just like a... It's like the giant inverted boomerang. And I'm not saying we're going to keep it here, but we could really place this on an open plot and just relocate it. Or we could find a location now. I'm inclined to try to build something over here to draw more of a crowd up this way to the back of the park. Alright, tell you what, let's build the ride first. We'll find an open plot of land for it, and we can determine exactly where we want it. A little later. Oh, look at this here. That's remaining from, I think, when we put down the Gerstflower. Let me make sure that's located in the right, because there should be another one of those right here. Okay, yeah, the text is there. Alright. Yeah, so that must have just been a remnant from... Alright. So these giant inverted boomerangs, generally what you're going to have is you start with the cable pole up, and then cap it somewhere like that. We can shorten it or make it taller if we need to. And generally what these do right out of the station is you're going to go up into a Cobra roll. Batwing would actually be really cool. You could do an unconventional style and have a Batwing. You have the option between two Cobra roll types. You have the shallow one. Either direction, but generally what these do is they end up crossing over, and you can actually, yeah, you don't want to curve it too much. And they go into generally something like a vertical loop that kind of comes up over the station. Oh, the steep Cobra roll just places it in a little bit tighter. So if you go back and look, well, that reverses it. So you kind of have to switch like that. Yeah, you can tell the steep Cobra roll gives it a little more of an angle. You might want to give yourself a little bit of straight track after the station before you go into the Cobra roll. Oh yeah, to build a little room. That's a good idea. These track pieces don't go any shorter than 26 feet. Oh, it has a slight curve. Alright. And then we can do... think that gives the right height clearance. The vertical loops are a little bit taller than the Cobra rolls, I believe. It's 107 compared to 90. And then you taper off. Cable pull. Yeah, see they're a bit offset. The other option is you can go with a shorter, more shallow angled Cobra roll and not have it cross back over, but I kind of like the way that looks. We just have to get the track alignment back in place. That's closer, but it's still a tad bit off, so what we could actually even do is just a small straight track piece back here to line those up. And then we cap it at the top, and the height should be, they usually should be about the same. It may be a little bit tougher to do. Ah, but these are fixed length. Okay. Oh, those are much better lined up. And it tested fairly well. It feels like that Cobra roll might be a little bit whippy. Let's see, I'm gonna pull a picture up of a not many of these left. Yeah, and I'm not totally sure how to get the height even on the two. What we would probably have to do is another section of down track to get this at the same. Might be tough to do. So there are only 3 of these operating in the world anymore. And if you look at the profile of the Cobra roll, they're angled even more than this. Aren't they all called Deja Vu? No, not anymore. So, they had 3 called Deja Vu. So there was the one at Magic Mountain that actually got moved to Six Flags New England, and then it shut down. They had one at Great America that they moved to Silverwood Aftershock. So that's one that's still standing. And then they have one in Spain and one in Russia. And neither of those two, none of them now actually are called Deja Vu, but they had 3 that were. I'd like to try to look at a couple pictures to see if I can get the profiling of that right. It might require actually a custom Cobra roll. So we could play around with that. This is close, but I really would like to try to Oh, yeah, okay, so part of it, the Cobra roll actually is higher on this side when you come out of it, and then you go up into a larger loop. And what I'm struggling to tell is the, Yeah, okay, so this actually, realistically, it does level off like that. That the entry into the tower to go reverse is not the same height as down here. But the tower heights do match. I gotta step away real quick, give me 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Have you seen any of the videos of either Falcon's Flight in Saudi Arabia or Dollywood's 26 Coaster or Dark Ride? I've seen a little bit about Falcon's Flight. I've not seen the Coaster and Dark Ride. I'll have to check that out. Roblox, welcome! Hello, I'm at Kentucky Kingdom enjoying some delicious cinnamon bread. Oh, that sounds great. Hey, make sure you go stand at the T3 plot and shout, T3 sucks! I hope you have a great time there, man. Yeah, cinnamon bread sounds great. Alright, so, anyway, what I think I'm gonna try to do is I could actually just leave that, and I could try to place another one, and what I'll do is model kind of closely. I'm gonna switch the station to this. It's gonna look weird having two boomerangs all right in here. Ow, it's actually... I'm gonna move this whole thing over a little bit. And then we'll have this plot right next to it, freed up for a little bit more space. Switch that direction. Now most of these actually, the stations are the opposite direction, but they might do, like, mirrored. These coasters, it looks like they have 8 cars per train, which is what this has. So the station length is okay. So to give us room, we actually could... And the question is, how tall are these usually? I don't know. 194 feet. So that would be... Well, that says 204. That might be a tad. What was this one? I think 184. Ah! Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, the next thing we would need to do, if I'm looking at the pictures, Stuntfall at Parque Warner Madrid actually looks like a good reference. This one says it's 177, so maybe there is a little bit of variety in the size, but the layout's consistent across them. Let's see. Jumpers, what's going on, man? Crap, I forgot, and I'm gonna leave Kentucky Kingdom soon. I'll have to go in 2026. Oh, man. Oh, I was hoping somebody's got to record a video. I want to try to get like a sound bite or something like that of somebody shouting, of that guy shouting T3 sucks. I gotta go see if I can do that, set something like that up. It would just be funny. Vekoma Super Boomerangs are 190. Are they really? Because I'm seeing different things for these. So it says the Parque Warner Madrid is 177. Aftershock says 177. Quantum Leap says 177. Now I wonder if that's the drop. Kind of interesting. Yeah, permanently closed, thankfully. What does that tell you right there? Alright. So this is a little bit tougher because you can't do the 4-meter method with this track. It's 8 meters. So what we could try to do is get as close as we could to replicate a good, kind of custom Cobra roll. This might be really tough. I have no clue how this is going to come out. Actually not tried to make one of these. So they don't level out completely. Something kind of like that, but the way that that is set up, it's going to actually spit the... Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Intamin prefab. I'm not as savvy as the rest of you with the terms. I think... So, El Toro, I'm pretty sure, is one of those. I think they have a couple others. I got 2 new credits today. The Kitty Coaster and Lightning Run both were closed on my visit. Alright, yeah, I've heard Lightning Run is a super good coaster. I've heard that's like the highlight of the park. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, to my understanding. Intamin designed coaster track pieces they could ship out in trucks. Put it shortly, they packaged it so the workers can build it like Legos. That's actually pretty funny. That's a good way to describe it, though. Alright. So I think this is gonna go away. I'm not 100% happy with this one. Jimpers, you might actually be able to help me with this. The other thing we could do is look on the workshop. Of course, I searched Boomerang, and it's gonna be like a whole bunch of... Well, here's... That's actually a pretty decent recreation. That's... Oh, that's an interesting type. Wait, that's an impulse. With a 0G roll. Ah! Really, nothing comes up for Aftershock. Interesting. Oh, look at this. This looks cool. Is that underwater slide? That is actually really neat. So, it's interesting because I search it and they don't have it coming up. So they haven't remade that. See if anybody's remade. Aftershock is the only giant inverted boomerang I've been on. It's really fun, actually. See, I'd like to imagine that those things were actually really fun. You know, back when they were new, but I've heard a lot of them just did not age well. Yeah, I see nothing really coming up with this one. Well, somebody... Okay, this is a... And this one doesn't even cross over the station. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. They just select the colors there. Heading out the gate, but I'll stay on stream. Alright. Yeah, be safe. Yeah, I'm surprised that they don't have more of those. I mean, I guess it's kind of because they're more or less just cookie cutter coasters. But I'm surprised, you know, given their... So, I mean, I don't know. Let me try my hand at another one of these where the loop doesn't cross back over the, over at the station. Or we could even do our own take, you know, on them. Cap. Nah, that's... I'm actually kind of curious if you did this with a Batwing. That'd probably pull a lot of forces. We'd have to make that much taller and kind of give it a tunnel. That's a pretty good sized Batwing. And then what you could do is perhaps a... Places it right back on top. Oh, and then again, they're offset a little bit. out like that. I mean, this one honestly is okay. It's just it might be a little bit tough to kind of half moon for second night in a row. Well, close to it. So let's actually take this and move it somewhere over kind of this side of the park. Maybe try to draw a crowd. Honestly, something like this would... No, we'd have to do terrain work right there. Might be because I'm from Cincinnati area and I'm in Louisville. I was gonna say it's probably just a very subtle difference, and that's maybe too far back in the corner. We could put that back here. I'd like to try to fit it up closer to this area, if possible. But there's not really a good spot where it won't interfere with the coaster. That actually could be really fun. To have the hyper go through the vertical loop there. Or we could do a little terrain work over here. Set it up. This kind of constricts the area a little bit. So what do you all think? Where should we put this? Should we do it kind of tucked back here, maybe up over here or something like that? The goal is to give something, you know, give guests something in this area of the park to give them more of an incentive to head this way. I might open that up. Alright, now I'll let y'all vote on that, kind of see what your ideas would be. Put it near Oh Hell No ride in that big open field. Alright, like over here? Or like back here? Is that what you're referring to? Excuse me. by the big swingy thing? Okay. Ah! There she goes. Ha! They kind of closed in on her on a double. She took off running that way right into a guard waiting for her. Out. Alright. Yeah, so we got 2 votes for somewhere else, and somebody said on the other side near the train. I mean, if we do that, it's kinda close. Although I was more kinda getting at this right there. But I'll go ahead and end the poll. And let's pick this up. We actually could place it here. We could fit it over here, although I kind of want to try to preserve this. The area around the interlocking corkscrews, but this whole ride might move, so we could do it right across from the swing, or we could do it kinda angled back here like this. What do you think? Closer to the train station or kind of further back here? So it would fit perfectly in this corner if not for the kids coaster right next to it. I'm kind of thinking here it would probably give a little easier access. We did that. We just have to kind of build the queue and the exit a little differently. I think I kind of like it over here. I think we'll go with that right there. Alright, let's theme it. Build a station, set the queue up. Now, you could, I suppose, have the exit on this side and cross under the loop. So if we did that, we just have to flip, you know, station type. I think we'll go with stone just to give a little variation. Since almost everything else over here is kind of wooden. So we're gonna do 2-meter pieces. Kind of right here at ground level. Ha! Alright, so the base is surrounded. What we need to do now is just place an entrance, and I don't think we're gonna do a priority queue for this ride. We could. Guests won't pay. They won't even pay 50 cents, probably because it's not tested. I think before we test it, we'll go in and do any little support work that we would. Interesting. Oh, there's maybe a power shortage. Ah. Off that distributor, we'd probably need to add another one. So we can do that here in a bit. Let me go in. And let's do some support adjustments here. We'll leave the one for the Cobra roll on. That there can come off. Oh, this is interesting, the catch car return position. I guess that allows you to determine how high it's going to go up when it comes backwards, back up the main drop. That gives you a release delay. Oh, cool, okay. That actually could make the ride a little more forceful doing that. These, you keep the supports on. Oh. How would it look if we turn the supports off? For the loop. It'd be interesting to do some custom supports. But I think that's actually going to be really difficult. I just don't like how they go basically through the station path. But it definitely looks much more realistic. And if you switch those that way... No. Yeah, so I just wonder if there's a way to cap those at the top there. Alright. Exit. That's gonna go on this side. I'm gonna try to get it about halfway where the train is. Or right there. Oh, really? This bug again? Soon I'll be arriving at a YouTube famous donut shop. Alright. Alright, let's try it again. See if that fixed the bug. Yes, it did. Now we go back in here. Turn that off. Replace that. For real right now, this is all bugged. Snap that position, and then the other one right there, and that should be, yeah, there we go. Okay, so next, I think I want to make this more of a stone sort of fortress. So maybe what we'll do here is kind of stack these. But we have to be careful because it can't be too tall because of that there. The coaster. Good deal. I'll check it out here in a few minutes. Station surround. And then we probably need to do a low stone floor like this. Man, that looks dumb. Not really fond of having my, having those supports go through the building. Planet Coaster have bumper cars? This one does. We actually have bumper cars in this park, right over here. I don't know if one does. I would imagine it would. That's a pretty staple ride at most theme parks. Probably need to replace it and build a new one to draw crowds to it. Alcatraz the ride. Oh! That's terrible. Now, is there a way to redo the supports so that they don't go through buildings? Or is your only option there to do custom? Alright, we got that done. That's a good place to save, I think. And we'll come back to it. I'm actually curious about that, because it's mildly... like... I don't know, it's not aesthetically pleasing. So it's mildly kind of an eyesore. So let's see what we can I mean, I could try my hand at custom supports as well. You can only turn it off of paths. Oh. Well, then the way around that might be to do invisible paths. Ah! Right on the rooftop. And then just make sure nobody can get to it. Just past a restaurant called El Toro. Ah! Coincidence. Alright, here it is right there. This is going to be interesting. Looks like it has a really cool layout. Frontier Workshop. Oh, that is a big ride. Oh, why didn't I just do that? That was a mistake. I meant the key to rotate. And Alright. Nice airtime hill. Another nice airtime hill. Like that. I like those couple banked airtime hills. Bunny Hill. Ooh. That is really cool. What a fun ride, really cool layout. I mean, it is sprawling. got that really nice first drop up into two really nice airtime hills. Like that kind of swooping turn. A little more gradual couple airtime hills. Then a nice kind of banked airtime hill. This thing looks like just a monstrous airtime machine. Got another one right there, a little more gradual. Really cool ride though, I like the layout of that a lot. It was fast too, I didn't even realize it was 73 miles an hour. Some good, arrived at the donut place. The name is Yonuts, by the way. Wow, interesting. Yeah, enjoy that though. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, just an absolute airtime machine with 9 moments of it and 10 seconds of it. It's really, really good duration of airtime on each of those elements. I really like that. I'm curious to see this. I know where the most popular, or not most popular, but the most exciting. I mean, that's pretty typical. Of course, off the first drop. Nice airtime. Real nice airtime there. All those pops of airtime are thrilling. And then your fear on par throughout. Nausea is pretty low. Yeah, real good. That's probably because of the little bit of abrupt braking, but that looks really neat. Sorry, game crashed. Another amazing Jimpers creation. That looks awesome. They have a picture of donuts sitting in lightning run. Oh, that's funny. That looks really cool. This is very nice. Yeah, super well done. Alright, let me go back into here and, oh, excuse me. Let me think. Yeah. Actually, just for laughs, I'm gonna try this. And this is probably ridiculous, but I think it would be funny. I unfortunately can't even see for a reference. I think what we'd have to do is use the what if you put paths on top of the building? The supports would stop there and not go through the station. That's exactly what I'm gonna try. Only tricky thing right now is why does this not want to line up evenly, height-wise? That's a 2-meter piece. That's a 2-meter piece. And let me see if that would work. No. It still goes right through it. What in the world? Well, it was worth a try. Yeah. Well, that sucks. It was worth a try. I wonder if the path has to be at ground level, so you could actually, we could get out of that there. And we could do a stamp right, what? Oh wow! Well, that's bizarre. I wonder if it's because it's a special element. Dang. Well. Alright, well, we'll figure that out. Turn the track supports off on the loop. It'd be cool to do some sort of custom ones, like here, that tie into the station, but... or that just get angled differently. What coaster is this? What up, JP? This is a Vekoma Giant Inverted Boomerang. When I was like 6 or 7 years old, I went on the racer and there was so much airtime. If there was no restraint, I was a goner. Well, that's your answer right there. That's why they have restraints. Did I ever show you my Viking Park at all? Yes, you did. You did. It looked really good. Okay. So I just need to figure out how I want to route the queue and everything like that. Oh, look at that right there. That doesn't even go to the bottom of the, or it doesn't even meet the ground. Ah! Interesting. Well, you kind of made some adjustments. Alright, good deal. let's... Oh, well, you know what, actually, we could... Oh, come on. Seriously, it doesn't like that. Well. Added a whole new area for where I'm gonna grab my Axe of the Forest and try to fit it in there. Sounds good. Yeah, it's gonna be coming together really nicely. Alright. I'm already starting to get a little bit less happy with this coaster. I mean, this isn't meant to be the star attraction of the park by any means, so that's alright. What? Come on, it shouldn't even be interfering with that. Like, what is going on with this? Does not like that at all. You know what, I don't think this really needs a priority queue, to be honest. I mean, we could run one. And we just have to figure out. The thing right now is figuring out how to run the exit path. I think what we need to do... something like that, and then run. Whoa. Just turn that off. Try to run that back that way. And then just figure out how to run the queues together. I'm thinking this gets moved. And then, could even flip it to that side, but for the moment, I think we'll move it kind of like right there for a short time. And then maybe make a small plaza right here just to run the queues together. Hey Sheriff, is the yellow coaster pre-built or did I make it? I made it. It's one of the Vekoma boomerang, inverted boomerangs. They're really not that tough to do. So I just did this one by hand. They do, like for every coaster, they do have a, pre-built. This one's a little bit interesting because let me find it from the suspended. That's it right there. So this one's a bit unique because it has the Cobra roll and the vertical loop, but then on the other side, so you go through the loop actually before the Cobra roll, and then you cross back over the station with kind of a shallow zero-G roll. That's actually pretty interesting. Takes up a considerably bigger footprint. But look at what... Oh no, it's different too. The towers are slightly different height. There. I actually do like that. It looks neat. Does the staircase on this one not reach the ground too? No, it doesn't. Interesting. Stops short. That's really interesting. That's kind of weird. I wonder if that's a bug or if it's scripted that way for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, what I think we'll do here, we go in, could do my typical kind of octagon. Want to see the new stuff I added to my park? We'll probably look later. I do want to try to get some progress on this. Alright. Well, let's go into here. I don't think this would need a particularly large footprint. Hey, Yomeganis, I'm sorry, but I have to go do laundry, but I hope you have a great rest of the stream. Alright, thanks for stopping by and saying hi, I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of the evening. So temporarily I'm going to tear that path up because we may reroute this a little bit. So what I'll do is we'll go with the... Oh, this would actually be a little bit of a change of pace. I personally like the octagon better, though, I think. Oh, that's close enough, I guess. Alright. Well, so we've got that set up there. And then from here we can just tie the path back in like normal. And we'll go with curves. And we can kind of clean up the path extras and stuff here in a little bit. Okay. Next up, we need to theme the ride. And I guess we need to test it as well. So, if you have an idea, or what to theme this and name it, I'm thinking of running some water kind of underneath here. Like a small creek or something like that. Maybe we could try to work to tie that up together in there. Maybe run it right back out of here. Oh, you know what? I think I've got an idea. Berserker. I'm gonna go with that pretty typical deep dark brown. Area 2, what does that change? The track and the cable wheels. Okay. We could go with a lighter Now we can go with the gray for that. Alright, area 1's gonna be these rails right here. Oh, that was the wrong. Go with that light blue and go with a much darker blue. I think that actually looks kind of neat. I want to see this pass over the station. Is this going to be a foot chopper? Just barely not. Look at that. Look how close that is. Oh, man. You just imagine you think you're going to smack your feet on that, but you don't. This is one of those rides that would have to have a height restriction in the sense of you cannot be taller than this to ride. Otherwise you graze your feet on top of the building. Anyway. No stilettos on this ride. Oh. Out! What'd they break? Did a janitor already come by and fix it, perhaps? Probably. Oh no, it's the trash can right here. Okay. Yeah, we need to get somebody to fix that there. Ah, okay, somebody's stuck. Really, people? But these people can walk through no problem. I don't understand. Weird. No, you're not trapped. Come on. Jeez. This person's trapped too? Are you kidding me? It's kind of nice to see the... There's actually a pretty good crowd up here too. It's nice to see more people coming up here. Even the outdoors section has a relatively decent, nobody's using lounge chairs. But when it's as cold as that, I don't blame them. Look at all these people. Oh wow, a lot more people in the pool. Probably the water's much warmer than the air, truth be told. So I don't blame them. Okay. Back to this here. When we come in here, we'll look at the train and adjust the colors. So I'm going to pause it. We can actually turn that off. Now we can see. So area 1 is this column here. I think 4 is going to be the harnesses. Yes. So I've got an idea for that. I want to go with this. We're going to go with a little bit more of a pinkish color and then darken it. And I think we'll also do that for that there. That leaves 2, which is the chair frame. We can leave that. And then 3 are the chairs themselves. You could go with a brighter red. Or we could actually go with that reddish color for that. And... whoops. No, don't change that. Go with that and change the color of the restraints. I think maybe we'll go with that. I need to get a little more creative on some of these color schemes. I feel like I've kind of been using the same ones. But let's go in here and adjust this. We should maybe go with a darker color asphalt. Oh yeah, that's much better. And then for this side, maybe we go with the Argentinian blue and we go with a... yeah, slightly... and I feel like even that could be adjusted a bit. Alright, JP, thanks. Alright, so that's all set. Worry about more theming here in a bit, but I think we are good to... well, no, we need to add a power distributor here. Oh, it's covered. We actually need more generators somewhere. Alright. Power now. Test results are really good. It is open. I'm just not really sure about this flat top building. I don't think it looks particularly good. But so be it. The path kind of got a little bit wonky as well. Alright. Let's save this and I'm gonna check JP's part. Alright. So you also used the entrance. I know you had mentioned you were wanting to do that. So we already rode these coasters last time. Painted this one though, that looks really good. I love the longboat. Now we have a new coaster over here that we didn't see last time, so we'll check that out. I'm building almost like a big stone keep. Got the restroom facility here. Interesting, you kind of got this little storage section up on top of the roof. It's kind of cut out for that. That's actually a really interesting design. Back here, this looks like staff. Nope, mechanic workshop. That's a staff building. Got a very neatly themed forge ride. A board slide. I love the longboat shape of that. That looks great. It's got like cannons firing and stuff like that. Oh man, nothing says welcome to the park better than being singed by these longboat flamethrower. I really like the drawbridge right here. Well, it's not really a drawbridge, but the effect of it looks as such. That looks really good. Back, you're controlling Charlotte Ground. Oh, good deal. Alright, shut that down. We're gonna give this a ride. Yeah, the theming here is fantastic. I like what you're doing. Ah, oh, there's a tree. I was actually sitting just a tad bit under the water. The suspense till it gets up is crazy, yeah. Alright, so is this, I take it a... Oh, it's a switch track. I was thinking it was a turntable. Segment of the ride going backwards. Drop track. Now you're underground. I mean, you aren't, but the track is. Oh, now we are. Drive tire launch. Ooh. Alright, I love planes. Have a great evening, alright? Thanks for stopping by again. I appreciate it. And that's the ride right there. Alright. So that was really cool. Certainly still unfinished. A little bit of terrain work to be done with that, probably. One thing that I noticed, do you see how close this cuts? Either over or under, whichever way you made it, but, that would need to be kind of respaced a bit. Overall, I think the ride is cool. It's a pretty expansive coaster. It does have a couple odd transitions. And then this little bit over the right before the lift hill here is just a bit slow, and yeah, when you smoothed it, it just did that. I don't know why. You probably need to turn the strength on the smoothing tool down a little bit. But yeah, no, that was a really cool coaster, cool concept. It needs a little bit of finesse, but I really like what you have going for it so far. I see the Kraken animatronic, and of course the ride is named The Curse of the Kraken, which is very suitably fitting. Dale, mine is being hit by a tree, going to hell, and getting my head knocked off by a crossing over track piece. So I'm not going to ride these two right now because we rode them before, but the scenery around these is really good. Especially this one right here. Probably always have it at 10. Yeah, I usually set it to about 5, and if I find that it isn't doing enough, then I'll usually turn it up to like 7 or so. Here's your... You know, the really interesting thing about this is you can't actually ride it, and I'm very surprised. You'd pay top dollars for that at Universal. Well, and then now we can't even see outside this. Oh, well, oh, okay, this is the water tank. But then you can't even get in here to watch it. What in the world? If you look at my security guards, you'll see I theme them. Of course it's a work in progress. Yeah, we understand that. Let's go. Well, there's one that's... Or are you talking about the actual posts? Because that looks really cool. But I'm not seeing the guards themselves. What is this? Oh, it's one of the swinging rides. The oh hell no for Bromik. But yeah, that looks really neat. We haven't really zoomed in and looked closely at these, but look at this. It's got like the... It's almost like a payphone. Oh, your cams. Okay. Well, these aren't cameras. These are actually posts. Let me see if you have cameras somewhere. We've got a couple floating lanterns. Viking post. Oh, Raiden. Yeah, he's the same guy that made the entrance. That looks really cool. Those look great. Okay, so here's a camera, and it's on kind of a wooden a log, basically, with the camera mounted on it, which is nice. Gives a little bit of a scenery touch to otherwise mundane park management items. I look forward to seeing what else you do with that. Yeah, usually around the queues, yeah. Very nice, good work. I look forward to seeing what else you do. Yeah. Very neat. Alright. So we're gonna go back into here. And we've got a couple people already getting ready to try this out. This thing still has very few people riding it despite the reputation. 6 people. Be back after walk the dog. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Do we have more people making their way back here? No, not really. A little bit of a wider crossover right there might be beneficial. Thinking of redoing most of this though anyway. Ba-da-ba. I always get a bit of a kick out of that. Should make a small Viking kids area near the kiddie coaster. That could be a good idea. Couple kids rides around it. I think we'd actually need a little bit more room. For a couple additional rides and some scenery pieces, but I think that's a very reasonable idea. Maybe if we kind of cleaned up around here a little bit. I'm probably gonna jump off of here in the next few minutes. I'm getting kind of tired. I've got a fair bit of stuff I need to do as well, so. Oh, look at that. That's awkward looking support. Oh, who's stuck now? Really? People up here? Oh no, he's moving fine now. Go figure. What's up with that?
Turbo Blue at the beginning.
I wonder if these are making money. Yes, actually a lot of people are coming up and getting stuff, which is neat. Oh, we got pickpocketed on the train. Wow. Well, really much you can do about that other than find out who did it. That's tough to tell. You could decorate the kids' rides to make them Viking themed. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Now we got a little bit of a line forming for this new coaster. That's a good sign.
Hello, hello, babu. Abalo. Perfaila Mathumi Aljanpa.
We actually didn't ride this yet. Oh, look at the bird. Ah. So we got a decent variety of things, I suppose. I'm thinking, kind of as we finish up the front of the park over time, that we'll probably want to retheme this. We've got a few more people heading up this way. That's a good sign, but it's still... still very slim up here. I wonder if people walk this way and... I just don't know why people really aren't coming up this way. Oh, that's sending out a more full train. Oh, that's good at least. You love when this music hits? Yeah. As I'm looking around, thinking of what I would want to... Yeah, it's 9 now. Going 2.5 hours. Time flies, I guess. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna work on this park or a different one. Potentially, but don't get your hopes up. There's the potential I'll start a new park, or at least kind of lay the groundwork for it, but I'll be thinking about kind of what I want to do tomorrow in game. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Man, Bralmick, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of the evening, alright? Yep, so I'm gonna jump off here. Gotta get up and get some stuff done. So we'll pick back up tomorrow. I appreciate everybody hanging out. If you start a new park, make it Classics Land. No, I don't. I like the idea, but I don't think it's gonna be that. I've got something that I've been wanting to do for a while, so I think we might give it give a shot to that. But I'm not sure. I might stick with this or one of my other parks. But I'll think about it and kind of see what to do. But that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all again. Hope to catch you tomorrow. And as always, until then, folks, take care, stay safe, and we'll see ya.